Well, we have just gotten word of breaking news in our newsroom right now. The Hinds County coroner confirms Mayor Chokwe Lumumba has died. We know he was taken to St. Dominic Hospital just a little while earlier. Scott, I know you've been working to get more information. Well, Stephanie, we're keeping a close eye on the live feed in City Council chambers right now. This meeting was supposed to start right at 6 o'clock. Now, of course, just a few minutes after 6. We're told this meeting will go on sort of as scheduled. It will begin with a statement from longtime City Councilman Charles Tillman. He is expected to officially announce the death of Mayor Chokwe Lumumba. 16 WAPT's Tammy Eswick is live at the federal courthouse with this corrections corruption case. Tammy, what role did the state auditor's office play in this case? Now, this certainly isn't the first time a public official has faced corruption charges in Mississippi. In June, Fortune magazine listed the Magnolia State as #1 on their most corrupt list. That same month, the former Department of Marine Resources Director Bill Walker went to prison for conspiracy to defraud the government. Just a few weeks ago, former Warren County Circuit Clerk Shelley Palmertree reported to prison after a judge convicted her of embezzlement. New at 6, a 37-county pot bust across the state. MBN agents arrested 32 people. Several arrests came from counties in our area: Rankin, Hinds, Simpson, and Holmes. Investigators say the Highway Patrol's helicopter played a key role. Agents seized over 1,300 marijuana plants. Oh, that's right, Stephanie. A 9-foot gator put up quite a fight on Lakeland Drive when water from the Pearl River pushed it closer to the road. It is. This was Sunday. Fluid Animal Control actually retrieved 2 gators recently and are out patrolling now because of all the animals trying to find dry ground. And high winds caused quite a bit of damage in at least one coastal area overnight. This is video from Gaucher, about 15 miles east of Biloxi. 80-mile-per-hour straight-line winds blew over dozens of mobile homes at an RV park. At least 2 people had to be rushed to the hospital. Anytime bad weather threatens our area, make sure you get up-to-the-minute updates using our 16 WAPT mobile app for your smartphone. You can download the app or visit our website at WAPT.com. You know, it was this week 35 years ago that an Easter flood covered much of the metro. So what's been done to stop it from happening again? 16 WAPT's own Bird Case has the answer in this week's case files. Make sure you watch Thursday on 16 WAPT News at 10. 70 Jackson police are searching for an accused rapist and kidnapper tonight. This begins our Commitment 2014 coverage. A report says the incumbent senator raised $1.7 million for his campaign coffers in the first quarter of 2014. More than $1 million of that came from donors inside Mississippi. Figures for Cochran's challengers should be filed by tonight. Cochran will face State Senator Chris McDaniel in the GOP primary. For a list of all the candidates, you can head to the As Seen On section of WAPT.com. And the candidates in the Jackson mayoral runoff spent part of their day at Jackson State University today. Chokwe Lumumba and Tony Yarber were both at JSU talking to students. They'll square off in a runoff election next week to replace late Mayor Chokwe Lumumba. And remember, we want your questions for our runoff debate tomorrow. 16 WAPT, the Clarion Ledger, and Mississippi College School of Law are hosting the debate. It starts at 7 tomorrow night. It will air right here on 16 WAPT, and we'll stream it live at WAPT.com. Election Day, 1 week from today, Tuesday, April 22nd. More clashes tonight in Ukraine, Stephanie. Oh, yeah, Stephanie. In Humphreys County, the trees look like frozen sculptures today, but the roads remain relatively clear. MDOT and county crews worked around the clock to keep rock salt and de-icing materials on key intersections and bridges. The EOC director says for the most part, they've been lucky, but they are worried about what might happen tonight.
Right now, they calling for 26 degrees for our low tonight, and if it keeps this slow rain up all afternoon, the highways is going to be wet, and there's a good possibility that it will freeze over, mainly the bridges.
The bridge crossing the Yazoo River is caked with rock salt and de-icing material right now. Emergency response crews are hoping to keep the water from refreezing on that vital crossover. And now to the icy crash that shut down the Mississippi River Bridge at Vicksburg. This is a live look at the bridge this morning. It is still closed to traffic at this hour. 16 WAPT's Andrew Kinsey was the first reporter on the scene this morning. Tonight, he explains what went wrong. Straight back to that breaking news we are following right now. Buildings on fire at the Ag Museum just off Lakeland Drive. We have Jackson Fire Chief R.D. Simpson on the phone with us right now. Chief Simpson, tell us what is going on.
Well, right now what we have is we have some buildings at the Ag Museum that are on fire, and they are fully involved.
So we know animals are in the building. We also heard that there was a firefighter injured in this. Can you tell me anything about that? Okay, Jennifer, thanks. I want to bring Tammy in here now. We're taking a look at the layout of the Ag Museum.
That's right. This is on their website right here. You can see.
Tonight, both men are out on $25,000 bonds. Once again, Epps pleaded not guilty to the charges in this 49-count indictment today. Agents have seized his assets, including several investment and bank accounts, a $360,000 home in Flowood, his $250,000 beachfront condo in Pass Christian, and 2 Mercedes-Benz sedans. Epps will go to trial in January. If he's convicted, he could get life in prison. And Governor Bryant has ordered MDOC leaders to review all contracts, including those listed in the indictment. Counselors will be at a Lincoln County school tomorrow in the wake of a football player's death. Lloyd Star senior Peyton Flowers died just before 2 this afternoon. He collapsed on the sidelines during a game Friday and had been in a medically induced coma since Saturday. Flowers' football coach told us the family is overwhelmed by the community support they've received. Ole Miss Chancellor Dan Jones is battling lymphoma. He's already beginning chemotherapy for the cancer this week. University leaders say he will work in an office at UMC, and Provost Morris Stocks will be in charge when Jones is not available.
Well, we probably all heard we live in a man's world, but does that mean being a woman comes with a higher price tag?
Well, 16 WAPT's Allie Ware investigates the cost of being a lady in this special report. Well, we did some investigating and found out the grocery store isn't the only place women seem to be paying more.